Good morning. I know you met Oscar yesterday, but we have a return visit because the hosts of today's blog, the Quirky Ladies, are big cat lovers, and they said they'd like to see him again. So here he is. Yes, Oscar. Yes. He says, "Oh, this is what? Why am I suddenly getting this rub? This unscheduled rub? I like it. Enough? Can we get down now? Hmm? No, not as long as I'm still scratching the itchy spots. Sorry, you have to go. It's a lovely day at Crystal Lake, Monday. Of course, when you're a writer, Monday isn't really a different day of the week. It's not really the first day of the work week because you probably worked all weekend. Anyway, the Quirky Ladies sent me some questions, and I probably don't have time to answer all of them, but they had one that really kind of struck a nerve with me, and she said, "What aspect of the book or the series has been the hardest for you to write a particular character?" Well, the Mercy series, which if you go to the shelves, you'll probably find it shelved under romance, is not a romance. I suppose that technically the first book in this series could be considered a romance, Beg for Mercy, because there is kind of a romantic arc. But definitely not so much with Angel of Mercy, and absolutely not with Cry Mercy. But there is a love interest in the book, and that has been tricky for me because the character's name is Sam, and Sam is absolutely the most difficult character for me to write. And I was thinking about why that's the case. And I think that, well, first off, I guess the most obvious is just that he's a man and I'm not, But there's other male characters that I have no problem writing, including romantic heroes in my romances. And so I don't know what's so tricky about Sam. And I think it's that he is a mysterious character. I'm a plotter, as I've mentioned before, and I do pretty extensive character charts before I start writing a book. And I know a lot about kind of their inner demons and what drives them. And I really, really know Mercy and her inner demons. But Sam's, I know he has them. And I kind of know in a general way what they are. But I think that I have purposely left them a little bit mysterious because my point of view character, the Mercy series, is written in first person. So everything's from Mercy's point of view. And Mercy knows a lot about Sam's character and what he wants, but she doesn't know why. The goal, motivation, and conflict statement isn't just the goal and conflict statement, which would be that Sam wants a quiet life on the ocean, but his adventures with Mercy keep messing him up. That would just be goal and conflict. But the motivation is, why does Sam want a quiet life on the ocean? And that's the one thing that Mercy doesn't know. She knows that there's something in his past that was very difficult that he's trying to escape from. She's starting to understand that. She doesn't know what it is. And I think maybe because she doesn't know exactly what it is, I have not let myself know exactly what it is, because that makes it more difficult, or actually makes it easier for me to keep him mysterious. Okay, I'm going to turn the automatic face tracking off because it keeps coming in and out, and that's very disconcerting. Okay, I've turned it off. Now, that was one question. Let me see, I have time for another one here. Says, and what writing goal do you aspire to as your ultimate achievement that you hope to meet one day? Okay, I'm going to come right out and say it. I want to be #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. Writers aren't supposed to say that. We're not supposed to say that because it seems like, first off, very vain of us to think it could happen. And second, that it's such an impossible goal that if you set it, you'll only be disappointed. I guess it's just my personality that I think if you're going to dream, dream big. Big. And someone's got to do it, so why not me? Seriously, I didn't get into writing so that I could have a book on the shelf that I could show my grandchildren one day and say, look, Grandma was published. First off, I don't have any kids, so I won't be having grandchildren. But second, I admit it, I'm an entertainer. I initially went to school to be an actress, and although I did not become a great actress, I love applause, and I am a ham. And yeah, I want people to really love my books, but I want to be recognized for that too. I want people. I admit it. Some people need applause. I'm one of them. I need people to tell me, that was great. And I also aspire to own a certain kind of home. I'm a great believer in visualization and visualizing what you want. And I have my home all planned. I have pictures of my dream home. It's a log cabin. You're saying a dream home is a log cabin? No, it's a big, big damn log cabin with, because I have to have room for guests and parties and entertaining. Because God, I love to cook and throw a dinner party. Also, I'm rather fond of my family, so I want them to all be able to come and visit as much as they want, and yet have enough room so that they're not in my hair when I'm trying to write. So in order to build my big log cabin, I'm going to need lots of money. In order for that, I'm going to need big book advances, and in order to get big book advances, I'm going to need to have good numbers, like the New York Times best-selling list kind of numbers, to give me the book advances large enough to build my dream home. So there you are. I admit it. That's what I want to do. Let's see who's first. Oh, there's a bunch. Request. We need to request. I'd like one, please. Oh, oh, oh. Here we go. Tweet. Okay, it's from Eve Tall. Got a bunch of requests, so I had to see which one was first. And she describes herself as a romance novelist, fetishist, ooh, writer, and semi-retired jazz singer. Location Canada. It doesn't say where in Canada, but she's got a photo here. She's very pretty. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we will do one for Eve. And I'm watching my time clock carefully this time so I won't go over. So Eve, will be thinking about you as I shuffle these cards. Everybody think of Eve. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right. And we're going to cut the cards one time, pretending that Eve is here doing it. Eve, virtual card cutting for you. And I'm going to do 3 cards as usual. Interesting card for somebody who describes themselves as a fetishist. Here we go. Look at that. I immediately get somebody bound and blindfolded. Although this one's not having any fun, I'm afraid. The Eight of Swords is about feeling hemmed in. It's about feeling as if events, because swords are the suit of events, are blocking you. They're in your way. They're preventing you from having what you want. And you are stymied. You are stopped. But the thing with the Eight of Swords, if you look, you can see her hands are bound, but her feet are not. And her hands are bound in a fashion that she can reach up and pull off that blindfold. She can stand up and she can step between the swords and escape those bonds. So the things that you believe are hemming you in are things you can get past. Running out of time. Okay, now we have this beautiful, beautiful, look at her. Look at her. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very attractive and charismatic and intelligent and entertaining and somebody that you want to be around. So use that personal power and that personal attraction right now, Eve, because it is available for you and you're at your best with that. Now moving forward, we have the Hanging Man. The Hanging Man. He's somebody who he tried to hang himself. Sometimes they say he's based on a real historical character of someone who tried to hang himself, but he didn't die. He hung there until he achieved spiritual enlightenment and got down and got up and got on with it. So it generally means it's time for a little inner reflection, Eve. Okay, I'm out of time. I gotta go. Talk to you soon. Bye.